wondered when you should world build for your novel setting? Before you write? While you write? After you've written? Because everyone's different, I won't pretend to give you some definitive answer to should you world build your setting first and where should you actually start. But I can give you a framework that you can test, tweak, and totally make your own. I get asked this question all the time because I'm a published author and a world building expert, as well as the founder of World Anvil, the award-winning novel writing software and world building software. The thing is, there are no fixed rules that work for everyone. Some writers plot meticulously, and others just start typing and hope for the best. And that is okay. Writing is personal. So instead of rules, I want to show you a proven method to find the right answer for you. And of course, we'll talk about how World Anvil could make all of this 10 times easier. It's literally what it was made for. So let's start with the plotters. If, like me, you're a plotter, you love a good plan. You want to know your characters, your setting, and your story beats before you write chapter 1. But it's easy to get lost in endless world building. And yes, that is world builder's disease, and we do have a video on it. So here's your secret weapon. World build the big stuff during your plotting phase. Regular watchers of the channel will already know about the world building meta, the big stuff in your world like genre and theme, scope and geography, and major world current affairs. It goes without saying that for plotters, it's really helpful to have a clear idea of this stuff in advance. The thing is, as a plotter, you'll already know quite a lot about the world. Maybe there's a galactic empire in the heart of your plot, or a magic system, or futuristic tech that saves the day. Write those ideas down now, in the plotting phase. Don't wait, or you'll forget them. Even a few bullet points now can save you massive headaches later. You can document all of this inside World Anvil's world building templates. They're literally designed to help you create anything. Nations and religions, evil empires, starships, magic schools, you name it. And everything connects together automatically. So when you need that one note about the evil cult's taxation policy, it's right there. These bits of world building are the solid foundation your plot is built upon, and you can totally do those before you start writing your draft. Then you'll have them on hand when you need them. So now let's talk about draft 1 for plotters, because this is where the magic happens. Literally. When you start writing your scenes, you begin to see your world through your character's eyes. Suddenly sensory details, sights, smells, textures swim into focus, and you're showing your world instead of telling it. Instead of saying, the evil empire is evil, you show the man in a stocks because he couldn't afford the tie. And this is also world building. And those details make your world rich. If this is a place you get stuck, by the way, check out our video on sensory details to help you unpack your scenes in first person. As these little gems come up, drop them into World Anvil articles for your empire, for your magic school, for your marketplace, maybe as a quote or a quick bullet point. Future you will thank you when it's time to write book 2. Some writers add these details to their world bible at the end of each writing session. Others wait until draft 1 is finished and then do a world building pass, rereading the book and making note of everything they've invented. Either way, the goal is the same. Keep your world consistent, immersive, and alive. But maybe for you, plotting sucks the fun out of writing. If you'd rather start typing than make a plan and fly by the seat of your pants, then congratulations, you're a pantser. You love the excitement of discovering your story as you write your first draft. For pantsers, you explore your world building through your character's eyes directly, which is great because characters are full of world building opportunities. Where were they born? What traditions do they follow or rebel against? What do they think about their home country, their school, or their gods? Where were they educated? Where did they learn the skills they have? Each of these details is world building gold. It speaks volumes not just about your character, but about the world they inhabit. And these are all excellent places to develop your world building as you write your novel. You'll still be pantsing, just pantsing with purpose. Like with plotters, make sure you take notes as you go. People, places, creatures, technologies, even the weird stuff you dream up at 3 a.m. Inside World Anvil, your world tree shows you everything at a glance, so it's easy to see what's missing or what might inspire the next scene. It's like having your muse and your map in one place. And remember, none of these ideas are set in stone. You can always edit them later. It's a jumping off point to capture your moment of inspiration. Okay, so plotter or pantser, somehow you've survived draft 1. Congratulations, you have a book. But I have bad news for you. Your first draft is probably not perfect. At least not yet. Once you've let it rest in a drawer or shared it with alpha readers, you're going to make some changes. And this, my lovelies, is another chance to enrich your setting. For me personally, and for many other writers I know, this is the moment where I notice details in my head did not make it to the page. Sure, I know the palace smells of cinnamon, but it's not in my manuscript, and it's not on my World Anvil. Time to add it. This is also the moment you, or your first readers, will notice world building inconsistencies and plot holes that need fixing. As they come up, search your World Anvil, or other world Bible, for the ultimate truth in your world, and update things as necessary. With excellent notes, you'll be able to reference and tweak lore without breaking your setting, even when it's been a long time since your last edit pass. By the time you hit line edits, your world building will be solid, and you'll be ready to dive into your sequel without losing a single detail. Each pass of your book will tweak, or maybe overhaul, your setting. The world building goes on as long as the work does. So, should you world build your novel setting first? Yes and no. World building is an organic process. It evolves like your story. Start big if you're a plotter, discover as you go if you're a pantser. But whatever your style, make sure your world keeps growing and changing and inspiring your story every step of the way. Because great world building doesn't just make your novel more interesting, it makes it feel real. Obviously, if you want to make the world building process faster, easier, and more organized, check out World Anvil and start building your novel's world today. And make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel for more world building tips and advice from the experts. Now grab your hammer and go world build.